This week, our overland adventure takes us through the Ugab Riverbed on our way to Messum Crater. We overnight at White Lady Lodge and then drive along the Ugab Riverbed to the western side of Brandberg Mountain. And unfortunately, come across some tyre shredders. After enjoying our epic camp at the base of Spitzkoppe, we continue our drive north to reach the Brandberg Mountain area. We pass traditional villages and continue to enjoy the Namibian scenery. And while the villages are interesting and the scenery is stunning, the corrugated gravel roads still give our 25-year-old Defender a little bit of grief.
Maybe the road's a bit better now where he's been. Who knows, hey? So today we want to get to the White Lady Lodge, but the road is pretty ordinary, and we've decided to turn down a little track which looks like it will hit the Ugab River, and if we follow that we will hopefully also end up at the lodge, but we'll just see how we go.
Here we go then.
Off you go.
Ostrich there.
Oh yeah, so there is.
And yes, I have since worked out it's pronounced more like Ugab River. We always enjoy these little tracks that take us off the dusty corrugated roads. And this track is no different. We just feel like we can take our time and there's no one rushing us along. So when we finally reach the riverbed, we're in chilled out mood. And we definitely haven't given our tyre pressure a second thought. And we also haven't really considered how soft the river sand might really be. So we're all pretty excited about the beauty of this place when we kind of A, didn't let our tyres down, B, stopped to take some photos, and then, I don't know, took the soft sand for granted. So here we are, stuck. And Mark's on the end of a shovel, and you'll definitely want a hand in a second.
You can see, she gets me to do it all.
You'll definitely want a hand in a second, so I'm going to have to get off the camera. And then a tour vehicle stopped to lend us a hand. We find that in Africa, there's often someone willing to muck in. And about 5 minutes later, we were on our way again. So thanks for stopping and giving us a hand. So just letting our tyre pressure down a bit more now, from 20 psi to 10, Mark?
10.
10 psi.
Can go down to 8, but I'm just going to go to 10.
Yeah, we don't want the tyres to come off the bead, but we just need those tyres to spread out a bit more so we have a bit more of a footprint on the sand, just in case we lose a bit of momentum, and you know, it does get pretty soft. So we continue along the riverbed. It's a really pretty drive, and it gives us a completely different perspective of our surroundings than the gravel road would. We think it was definitely worth the detour we took.
Amazing. Like this is a dried river.
Yeah.
And we're driving through, I think, all the way down to our next stop. As you know, I got bogged once, and that's because I tried to film, so I stopped to reverse to go back, and then I got bogged. I shouldn't have stopped. So I let my tyre pressures down from 20 to 10. It's going easy now, no worries at all. With the Land Rover Defenders, they have a factory diff lock, which is just an extra lever that just goes over and locks the centre diff. And what that does, it gives 50% power to the front and 50% power to the back. And I'll tell you what, it's really, really good. No, come in the back end of it this time.
I think we came in the back end of White Lady Lodge, just off the Ugab River, like Mike just said, and we're just trying to find our way to reception.
What was that? Did I just run over something?
No. I guess this is the parking.
This is reception.
Hopefully they've got room for us.
They did.
This is where we're staying now, to camp. Probably just for the night. And you'll have a drink, of course.
So this is our campsite at White Lady Lodge. It's overcast this morning for the first time in a long time. We had a pretty good night, but we were desert elephant at last night. I can't believe it walked right in front of our car and I missed it. We were going to go and look for the elusive desert elephant today, but they already found us last night.
And there, oh, Rob, look on. And there.
At about 9 o'clock they walked straight in front of our car, and at about 2 a.m. they made an awful record right throughout camp, searching bins for food and fruit, I guess, breaking tree branches, and there was quite a few of them. We had about 4 walked straight past our campsite. And yeah, they were pretty busy for about an hour or so. We could see them walk past our rooftop tent after they woke us, but unfortunately all of our cameras were charging in the front seat of the car. It's been a pretty good camp. Our Our day today could be quite a long one, and we have a coffee at the lodge before checking out. Brandberg White Lady Lodge is located in Damaraland in the northwest of Namibia. It offers a wide range of accommodation options, but because we are on a bit of a budget, we usually camp. As with most lodges, camping still gives you access to all other facilities. Over coffee, we also had a little meerkat visitor. For now, it's time to get moving. We elect to drive the riverbed until we get to the northwestern side of Brandberg Mountain.
A little bit bumpy.
After a few kilometres, the track changes from a completely dry riverbed to something a little bit greener. We come across water and we try to assess how firm everything is underfoot. But everything seems to be pretty good on the track itself, although there are low-lying areas to the side of the riverbed that look like they could become quite boggy. And at this stage, we really just want to keep moving and not be digging our car out of a bog hole for the next 5 hours.
So we keep going until we pass most of the water and reach an area that's a bit drier to stop and have a look around. We thought we'd take a drive and have a bit of a look around this area. It's been absolutely stunning, and I think Mark's really enjoying the riverbed drive. There is evidence of elephants, just footprints and elephant dung, obviously. So the desert elephants have been here recently, but all in all, this has just been magnificent. Apart from the march flies, apparently, which seem to like Mark, not me. So that's a bonus. There is actually quite a bit of water in the river in sections, and then it sort of disappears underground again. But it is quite marshy in these sort of areas. So we're trying to follow a track through the river. It looks like someone's used it recently, so we're hoping that following that we'll be okay without having to dig ourselves out again. And once again, the bird's eye view adds another dimension. We now get to an area where we need to start looking for a way out of the riverbed. Our plan is to start heading in a more southwesterly direction to head towards Messum Crater. To get there, we do have to continue our journey around Brandberg Mountain. Enjoying those chili sticks? We're looking for a track through one of the valleys. We have found it on our map, but now need to locate it here.
Is that underwater well?
Yeah, I reckon that's underground water or
Yeah,
groundwater.
right across to it.
We then spot it up a little rise and on our left.
Okay, that's that then. Now it's just me. The joys of the cameraman. Jeez. And bull dust. Hi there.
So we push on through the valley that will hopefully take us around the mountain. The scenery around Brandberg Mountain is really spectacular, with its dramatic geology, surprising biodiversity, and stark landscapes.
We've had to close the windows because it's so dusty here. So just to keep a bit of the dust out of the car, even though it's not dust proof.
Brandberg Mountain itself is a massive granite intrusion that towers over the surrounding gravel plains. Away from the more sheltered valleys, the land is arid. The gravel and stony plains only support hardy vegetation. But there's still beauty even in the harshness.
A fan of it, mate, for that.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it? I prefer the river bed too. That looks like a welwitschia to me. I hope I'm right there. And I'm not sure whether that's actually in flower at the moment or whether that's just what it looks like, but it was just next to the track as we're driving along. There's another one.
The welwitschia plant is a living fossil, evolving about 100 to 150 million years ago. Individual plants can live up to 2,000 years. Despite its alien look, it's not a cactus or a succulent. The welwitschia only ever produces 2 leaves. That's it. These can then split into straps, but still only 2 leaves. But we're not really here for this unique plant. We need to pay attention to our terrain, because these rocks are becoming razor sharp. I have the easy job holding the camera here. Mark has a much harder task negotiating husky along the narrow track, trying to avoid the sharp rocks that jut out into our path. This is not a track we would have chosen had we known the terrain, despite its beauty. We can only take solace in the fact that the well-weathered slopes of Messum Crater finally appear in the background. It's a bit of a slow travel day for us today, but it's more important to preserve the vehicle. We've been out here now for the entire day and haven't seen another living soul. So in case of a breakdown, help might not come in a hurry. But we also want to reach our campsite in daylight hours. Although we do stop to check out this windmill.
Oh, it's broke. It's not even pumping. See, it's broke off the piston.
There's the
Shame.
water, like a man-made water hole there, obviously
Yeah,
for
I know.
animals. Mark's going to see whether he can fix it.
Oh, yeah.
There's once a water source for whatever lived up here. Looks like a man-made kind of watering hole.
Oh, but it's got some power.
Yeah. It's too windy for us to reattach it today. Unfortunately, we couldn't fix the windmill, and it's time to push on to get to our final destination today.
Straight on.
Yeah, I guess so. I think it'll be the same track.
This looks like they've made it because it's so bad. But oh, which way? Straight on.
Yeah, whichever way.
Yeah.
Bigger track, any track. Although the sun is starting to sit a bit low in the sky, at this point we feel that we're making reasonable time.
Oh, bumpy.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, jeez.
Scrambled eggs anyway?
Scramble. Once again, we have scrambled eggs. And we're also still optimistic that we're going to have a nice evening. But one thing life has taught us is that you never know what's around the corner.
Hopefully we'll see you next week for the next part of our Messum Crater adventure.